Watch out for STDs. Say what? It's not what you think. Let's discuss what the heck I'm talking about in this week's priority message video. Are you ready? Let's go. Hey friends, so this video is not about those kinds of STDs, though you should watch out for those too. I'm talking about a different kind, a spiritually transmitted disease. What in the world is that? Glad you asked. The kind of STDs I'm talking about here are the kind that you get from being in unhealthy relationships with others. They are the things that diminish who you fully are as a person, the things that squash your spirit and try to make you feel smaller or less than. These things infect your mindset. They stifle your growth. They stop you from having a better, healthier relationship with others, and most importantly, with yourself. For example, I'm talking about things like allowing yourself to be discouraged by someone else's negative talk and giving up on your goals. Embracing someone else's thoughts and opinions even when they don't agree with your own in order to stay in some kind of relationship with them or keep the peace. Pushing away any and all good things that come along because you are so used to the bad that you've been handed, and that's more comfortable and familiar to you. Self-sabotaging because you are so worried about what people will think if you dare to improve yourself or try something new. Letting fear make all of your decisions and keep you in a place where you know you do not belong. Recognizing that someone is treating you poorly but doing nothing to stop it or even call them out on it. Putting your own needs and wants aside constantly to make someone else happy even when you yourself aren't. Giving people a constant pass on their bad behavior towards you and making excuses for them. Convincing yourself that you deserve less than you actually do because you've been gaslighted into thinking that you are always the problem. Feeling like you just can't get out of a rut that you find yourself in because you have been told for years by others that you aren't something enough, and you have started to believe them. Only going for the low-hanging fruit because you feel like you can't do any better than that. Stuff like this happening to you wears you down mentally in ways you may not even realize. It exhausts you emotionally too. And hell, sometimes it even manifests itself physically. It's like a flu you've caught. You aren't yourself. You aren't clear-headed. You aren't motivated to fix anything. You don't feel like there's anything you can do but ride it out. And you find yourself riding it out for a long time, sometimes for years. Much like a disease that has no cure, you think, well, you can't do anything about it anyway, right? Except you can actually do something about this. You can start to heal yourself by no longer allowing it to define you or dictate your life. You can take all of that drama and hardship and struggle that you're carrying around and decide that today is the last day you are going to let this weigh you down in your journey. You can take all of those things we carry around that don't even belong to us and give them back to their rightful owners. Place blame where it actually lies. Stop apologizing for things you didn't even do. Stop allowing people to take their own issues out on you when you had no part or party to any of them. And then start doing things that feel good to you, that fulfill you, that make your soul feel good, that make you happy. Do whatever you have to do to get that STD out of your system, because it's just going to get in the way until you do. And yes, I know it might be hard to get rid of. It might give you flare-ups, or you start slacking, or the person that infected you may come back around to see if you're ready for more of their utter nonsense and drama and stress. Here's a hint. When you get that call that you feel like you really shouldn't answer, don't. Because that's probably your gut telling you that you're about to make a mistake. You should listen to it. Trust me on this one. Friends, you know how those feel-good greeting cards tell you that smiles are contagious? Well, so is drama. There are a lot of people out there who are full of it all the time, and when there isn't anything happening natural, any of it, they will create it, and they love to pull whoever else they can into it too. Likewise, you're always going to find people who will try to discourage you or stop you from growing because people may like to see you doing well, but they never want to see you doing better than they are. That drama, those opinions, that shade being thrown your way, those are just distractions. You have to ignore those and keep going. Protect your peace because it's so important. There's a huge satisfaction to be had when you find yourself just walking right past the things that you used to absolutely trip on before. Your future self is counting on you to get there. And believe me, it will be very grateful when you do. When you see yourself breaking your bad habits and patterns and moving forward, you're experiencing real growth. Growth isn't just good for you all the way around. It's necessary to living the life you want, free of STDs. And don't you deserve that? Of course you do. Now go get it. That's all I've got for you this week. I'll be back next week with another priority message. Until then, take good care of yourselves. Bye.